us to the winter wonderland. We're gonna careen around here. So these are gorgeous Bethlehem Lights Prelit Sitka Spruce trees. This is Rachel Pavis.
Hi.
I'm Rachel Bosing. It's the Rachel and Rachel Show. And we did have to walk through this for us. We actually have sizes of trees for you to choose from and colors of lights. So we have the 5-inch, the 5-foot
a little
tree.
bigger, yeah.
It's a little bigger than that. We have the 5-foot tree. We also have, is this our 6.5?
This is our 6.5.
The 6.5.
Clear and multi.
Clear and multi. We have the 7.5
Also
that we have in the clear and multi. And
this is the 5-foot, but in clear and multi.
Yep, in clear and multi.
Yeah.
Right, and we're out of the 9-foot tree.
We're out.
Yes, we're out of the. We're out of the 9-foot tree. So let me share with you that Bethlehem Lights is a company that is known for decorating public places. So cruise ships or like small towns and municipalities where you see gorgeous lighting, something that creates a magical kind of wonderland wherever they happen to be. And we have Bethlehem Lights here. And this is, as we mentioned, the Prelit Sitka Spruce Christmas tree. Your choice of size. When we're talking about the 5-foot in the clear or the multi, we have it on 6 easy payments of $21.50. When you go up to the 6.5 in the clear or the multi, it's 6 easy payments of $33.17. And then we go to the 7.5 of the clear or the multi, it's 6 easy payments of $39.83. So I actually did the math on the comparable retail value. You're saving anywhere from $167 to $342, which is a great savings. And here it is, just to share with you that value, the comparable retail on these, oh my gosh, is we're over half off retail.
That's
so
great.
You're saving more than 50% off the retail value that you'd expect to see out there in the market. And as I mentioned, $21.50, $33.16, and $39.83. But can we kind of roll back for a second and just stand back and go, this is really pretty.
It is really pretty.
It is.
This tree in particular I love because it has these beautiful embellishments on it. It has magnolia leaves and it has real pine cones. In addition to that, it has cedar sprigs. So you'll see that there's...
Did you just say real pine cones?
I did.
Yeah.
Can you see them? Is
Yeah,
that right?
real pine cone.
Yeah.
Real pine cone here and magnolia leaves.
Yes, isn't that so pretty? And the magnolia leaves is a different color on the back side than it is on the front, so it gives it all that beautiful texture and dimension. And feel those. They're beefy, just like you would see of a real magnolia
leaf. Yeah, exactly. And so now when we talk about kind of the silhouette of a Sitka spruce, because that's what I wanted to know. I was like, what is a Sitka spruce?
Well, the Sitka tree is actually named after a little village in Alaska because we love that name.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but because we use different types of tips here, we were looking for a name for really Bethlehem Lights. This is our only tree that we are offering this year on QVC that has embellishments on it.
Oh, so something in addition to the lights.
Yes, in addition to just your plain greens. This has several types of greenery in it, and I love that they also did the molded tips on this. You can see that that's so realistic. When I squeeze it, it springs back to life, and that means that it's going to just really hold up for you year after year. They took a mold from a real tree to make that branch.
And speaking of how much this is loved, by the way, in the 5-foot tree, we do have an update for you. We only have 150 to go around.
Oh, wow.
And we do have them in the clear and the multi, by the way. And that 5-foot tree will come home to you, or if you're doing a build to, ship to, for $21.50, which I think is a great opportunity. It's $129 for a tree that is pre-lit, that has embellishments, and that you can actually put together in 3.2 seconds. So we'll show you the putting together part in a second. I just need to give updates on the rest of the trees. The 6.5-foot tree.
Right here.
Oh, we have fewer than 200.
Oh,
now,
wow.
We do have clear and multi still, though, in the 6.5, and that, of course, is going to be 6 easy payments of $33.17. And then look at the 7.5. 500 to go around the 7.5. I feel like let's dance with the 7.5-foot tree. I have a 6.5-foot tree in my house, so 500 to go around. And oh my gosh, is it ever pretty. So H208506 is your item number. And I have to share with you that multi is last call in all 3 sizes. So as we go over to you assembling it, can we just talk about the multi for 1 second?
Yeah, in fact, I believe the tree I'm going to assemble is the 6.5 and multi.
Okay.
Yes, and so this is our 5-color jewel tone multi. You'll see there's that red, orange, a yellow, there's also green and blue, and it's so pretty. You know, I used to really just want the clear lights, and I have to say that becoming someone who works with Bethlehem Lights and sees the multi and the jewel tones of them, I can't help it. They're beautiful.
Super duper magical.
Yeah.
I will say that I have a tree that can go through like multi and pastel, and it's a faux tree, and I was actually a tree purist when I came here 7 years ago, and now I've been completely thrown over and converted.
All right.
And I had my tree up until like March or May of one year, and somebody was like, why do you still have your tree up? I was like, because it's now a light fixture.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love the multi.
Okay. And I'm showing you the stand. The stand is included. This is a 6.5-foot tree. That's where the power is. And notice there's one cord that comes out and goes right to the wall. I love that. Because
easy.
Remember the mess, the tangle of all the wires and bringing them down. Such a mess. So I'm just going to line them up. There's a little notch here, and there's an arrow that points to it. And then there's a corresponding arrow on the next piece that I'm going to put in. So as we keep the camera there, I will slide it on, and you'll see that as it goes into place, the lights come on.
Yeah.
And also notice that the branches are all hinged, so each of the branches falls into place. If you were decorating your tree at home, putting the lights on, you would just string them on the outside. But Bethlehem Lights takes the strand and weaves it in and out of each one of the branches, which I love that.
The other thing that I love about it, first of all, is that each one of these pieces is manageable. So I have my own 6.5-foot tree, and I put my tree up all the time. So all these pieces, how much do they weigh in general?
The total weight of the 6.5 is under 30 pounds. So the 7.5 is about 35 pounds. So it's not heavy.
Yeah, the 6.5 is 25 pounds total, but each one of these pieces means it's less than like 15 pounds a piece, which I like. That's what I like about that, because I can do it in. I'm sorry, was anybody timing you, Miss Rachel?
I'm going to hide behind it just to show you.
You know what, we should just do a stopwatch like challenge one time, because it's hilarious how fast you can put it up. Somebody will be like doing the bills. Hi, Rachel, I'm over here. I need to slide open a bill and write a check. Oh, the tree's up.
It's done already.
Right, exactly. Oh, the tree's up already.
And it just leaves more time for you then to enjoy the holidays. You're not stressing over the tree. You know, I was talking to a friend this morning, and he was telling me about when he puts his faux tree together, and he was all excited to tell me it's such a nice tree. It's each individual branch he has to put on. He's like, yeah, it takes about an hour to do. I'm like, seriously? You've got to watch me on QVC, because I can do it in about a minute.
Right, exactly. Like, do you have better things to do with that hour? I think maybe yes. H208506, and here you're seeing the video of putting the tree together.
Yeah, and it really is that simple. The branches fall into place, and that's because Bethlehem Lights uses that memory steel. So all of the branches are hinged together. It's got that memory wire in there, so it comes together. You might want to, when you first get it home, you are going to have to fluff it a little bit, but it's nothing really intense. It's going to take you a few minutes, and once you do that initial kind of fluffing of the tree, then next year it'll be easier. You have to do less and less of it every year.
And you know what? There's nothing that says you can't go crazy with this tree. Add your ornaments, layer in your multiple ornaments. I have all add-on-air ornaments, I'll just say.
Beautiful.
I love them, but I also know lots of people here have more than one tree.
Yeah.
They have a tree in your foyer, you've got a tree in your bedroom, you've got a tree in the living room, you've got a tree in the man cave, you have a tree in the kitchen. I don't know, like I said, mine turned into a lighting fixture, maybe yours is too. So you have a tree in the bathroom, you have a tree everywhere, but just to let you know a couple of things. First of all, this is a clearance price on a really gorgeous tree. It means this is the final order of this tree. We're not reordering this tree in, and it's more than half off what you'd expect to pay at retail. So if I said to you, there's a 50% plus sale on these amazing trees, would you run over and check out that area? I don't know, but I'm that person who runs over and checks the 50% off rack.
Me too, at first
immediately. First place, like, because why not? Let's look at what's on sale. Let's check it out. And we actually still have your sizes. The other thing is that I want you to think, when you're looking at these prices of $129 for the 5-foot, $21.50 on our most generous easy pay, or the $199 or even the $239 for the 7.5, $39.83 on an easy pay, you're gonna have this tree year in and year out. It is still going to be beautiful. So it's not like you're paying for that 7.5-foot tree, let me get this right, $239 for example, and you're only using it 1 year, which is what we always do when we buy we go chop down the tree and 1 year, whatever that price is, that money is gone, and it's not going to be spread out over time, but you're going to have this year in and year out, and they last and they look beautiful year in and year out. And so call us if you're actually ordering this. We're at 1-800-600-1556. We'd love to hear your story. The other thing I want you to know is that I do believe that we are live right now on my QVC Facebook page.
Oh, so very nice.
Hey, let's see. Hi, I'm Rachel, and you're?
I'm Rachel.
Yeah.
Hi,
Rachel on Rachel's Facebook page. I just needed to get that out there because I was like, I can't miss the opportunity.
No, of course, we're live.
So thanks for watching. Shall we walk through the sizes of trees again?
Yes.
So where do I put a 5 foot? What's your recommendation?
Let me mention also that on the 5 foot, you have 250 lights and the diameter is about 36 inches. So this is kind of a more slim profile. Yeah, so this is a great opportunity if you're picking up more than one. The side lights by your front door, the 5 foot. I also like to recommend, see how we put it back here on a table? If you're looking for this as a second tree, maybe you want to put something like this in your basement or in your dining room up on a tree, or even in your family room or foyer. If you have a foyer table, this would be perfect on that.
The other thing is that kids' room. If you've got little people and they want to decorate their own tree in their
but
room,
maybe they don't have a big
bedrooms,
space.
Right, exactly. And you're like, you know what? You get half of the tree and you get the other half of the tree to decorate, and that's how we're gonna roll.
No, you can have one in your bedroom.
Right, that would be fun.
Yeah.
And this is our 6.5.
Yes, and the 6.5 has 400 lights and it's 40 inches in diameter. Wow. So it's just a little bit bigger around. And my daughters both have, well, my one daughter has a 6.5 foot tree and the other one has a 5 foot tree, each in their room. So it is very nice. It's manual. Also, I want to mention, these are incandescent lights. These are not LEDs. And I think that's important because
what's the difference?
Incandescent lights are more of that fiery glow that we remember from our childhood.
Okay.
The LED lights are, they don't cast the glow quite as well as an incandescent bulb. Now, I love LED lights and I use them in a lot of things in my home, but I feel like for my tree, I want that nostalgic feeling from when I was a young child. We use those incandescent bulbs and it's that same lighting.
It's a little bit warmer. And I do have to say that the multi in all sizes, unfortunately, it's last call. So get to cracking. If the multi is the one that you want only because it's last call. If you're fine getting the clear, you got some time. But I just want to let you know that this savings is only here, as long as we actually have the inventory, because we're not ordering this particular tree in again. So don't wait for the multi and think that we're going to reorder it. Nope, that's not going to happen. So the 7.5, where do we put this?
So the 7.5 has 500 lights and is 43 inches in diameter. So this is a great tree for maybe your formal living room if you want to add a tree in there. We like to put the trees in the space where we are. So they typically go in the family room.
Sure.
But maybe you have a formal sitting room or a formal living room that you want to have that in the front window of the house where everyone sees it when they pull into your home. This is perfect for that. You don't even need to add decorations because with the magnolia leaves and the cedar sprigs and the real pine cones, it's already practically decorated for you.
So let me just give you some specs on these. So the 7.5 inch, it's like I'm talking candles again. The 7.5 foot tree weighs 35 pounds. I'm gonna go over to the 6 foot tree, the 6.5 foot tree.
Yes.
And it weighs 25 pounds in total. And then when we're talking about the 5 foot tree, it weighs 17 pounds. Now, a couple specs on this, nothing.
Yeah.
Does the stand come with it?
It comes with everything that you need. And when you talk about the height of the tree, the 5 foot is literally from the top of the tree to the bottom. So
with
if you
the stand
including the stand.
Okay,
yes.
got it.
So if you have 8 foot ceilings, you can do a 7.5 foot tree as long as your topper's not too big.
I love that. Let's go put it together again.
Let's do it.
We'd like to show you in real time what it really means.
Yeah.
So when we're putting a 6.5 foot tree together, the total weight of the tree, as I said, is 25 pounds. So you broke that up into 3 sections.
Yes.
And we're looking at, certainly under 15 pounds per section.
Exactly.
It's super easy. I have one, and it's, are all the trees 3 sections, or is the 5 foot
The 5
2?
foot is 2 sections,
Okay.
yes. But the 7.5 and the 6.5, which I'm going to show you, are both
great.
3 sections. So I'm going to take my first section, and again, one cord coming out and going right to the wall. There's a little notch with an arrow on it, and I'm literally just going to line them up. You get the stand, and notice that's where the power goes. That's the power that is in the pole. That's instant power technology. And so as I put the first piece on, slide it down in, notice all the lights come on because it's already plugged in. And then our branches are hinged. So as I lift up the branches, you'll see the wires aren't tethering each one of the branches, which is really nice.
I want you to imagine sending this to somebody, and if you were even able to set it up, who's in an assisted living home, for example, like you are going to be the one creating that winter wonderland for them. Or you can send it to a son or daughter who happens to be in college. Like, I don't recall anybody having trees in college,
but
I don't think we had faux trees.
Right.
I'm so old, I'm old as dirt. Exactly. We didn't have faux trees when I was in college. You know what, it wouldn't even have occurred to me.
Right, exactly.
And I actually only was able to go home for Christmas. We couldn't afford to send me home
Yeah,
for
of course
Thanksgiving,
not.
so I only went home for Christmas. But it would have been lovely to have a tree,
Yes.
you know, on Thanksgiving in my dorm room. That would have made me feel festive.
Yeah, it puts you in the mood. And it's so simple to